Hello everybody, I'm back in the studio. It's Friday. Happy Friday, doing the happy dance. So I just thought I would just do not as long of a video as I did yesterday, but I did want to kind of keep, sharing the progress of this painting. So I did obviously add some additional things since I last did a video, and I have a photo here I printed as reference, not to copy obviously, but to just a reference point for the lines, because like I said before, I'm doing like a grandmother wisdom kind of painting. So I have to admit, it's been a few years since I've done a painting of an older person. So usually they're more youthful looking. But yeah, so it's been a while and I need a reference point here on, where to draw the lines and everything. I'm obviously not going to put as many lines as the photo has here, but I'm going to do some significant ones, like the lines going down here from the nose and obviously like under the eyes, that kind of thing, just to kind of give the impression that obviously she's a grandmother. Okay, so I've also realigned her neck. So I didn't want going down from where the point of the nose is and going right down. So kind of been slowly kind of just bringing this in a bit so I could, because it looked like when I was looking at it yesterday, after I turned the video off, the point of the chin seemed to kind of be off-centered a bit. So I was just bringing that back in to the center point. And that's simple enough to do. So, but yeah, I'm very happy with how she's turning out. I just used graphite pencil to draw these lines in, and then they got activated when I went in with my brush that had paint on it. I should change actually my painting in the wrong thing is not good. I will get paint on it. Gotta get out of my kimono, get my super ugly paint splattered sweater on. Actually, well, I guess this is it here. Okay. All right. So if you look at the photo here, so she's got, obviously the shadows are happening right under the puffy eyes, right? And then the highlighted area is where it is actually puffy. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now. And then it goes back to being highlighted under that, right? So that's kind of what I'm focusing on right now, just to kind of create some depth to her face. So it's not just, lines on it that look like nothing. And this is obviously going to happen in layers for me. And then, yeah. you know, it's got a bit of a glare on it from at least what I can tell on my phone. All right, I'm just going to keep painting and not going to talk so much because I'm kind of in the zone, and especially now that I'm kind of doing details with regards to the lines on her face. So I'm just going to dive in and paint and go from there.
You melt the ice behind my stone cold eyes. I turn to ashes, but only just sometimes. Inhale your smoke, but you still act surprised. It's not my fault when we end up capsized. You call me crazy now, but you don't understand. I'm calling out to you. Can you hear a thing? 'Cause you lit the match that ignites the flame. I'm the TNT, but you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring through my veins, but I said you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. I know some days with you it's paradise, but now you spin me in a web with all your lies. Want you to feel the way I feel inside. I'm reaching out for help, you got me in a riptide. You call me crazy now, but you don't understand. I'm calling out to you. Can you hear a thing? 'Cause you lit the match that ignites the flame. I'm the TNT, but you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring through my veins, but I said you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain.
Stand or sit back, pull my chair back here a few feet and see what adjustments I need to make and what else I need to do with regards to adding the lines on her face. I want to kind of do more of a dip kind of thing here. Kind of like, okay, so that's curves like that. So I kind of want to do that as well, just to kind of go in more. And then there's a fine line here as well, right? Soft around here because this is dropping. like you see here, which softens it here. It's not such a stronger or more defined jawline here. So I want to make sure I get that in there as well. But yeah, and I want to do, I think, more of an arch it needs here. But yeah. And the lips, I kind of thinned them out because the bottom lip was a little too thin, too full for me. Not that an older person can't have full lips, but yeah, I just want to kind of thin out the lips a little bit, which I did on the bottom. And then I also wanted to make sure as I did that, because I was taking away some of her lips that I had initially, that obviously would lengthen the chin. So, but I think it will be okay. But yeah, okay, so I'm going to finish there and stop. But thank you so much for joining me in the studio today. Like I said, when you do painting on canvas, it's more of a slower process. You can't help but slow down, step into the painting, so to speak, get immersed in the painting. And you could, that same thing happens when you're doing a more detailed kind of art in your art journals as well, right? You kind of step into the pages of your art journal and just in the moment kind of thing, not rushed, just taking your time. It's very relaxing, very meditative. And when you enjoy that space, yeah, you don't want to rush it. You want to just sit in it and enjoy the moment. And when I do face paintings, like when I do a painting of a female face, I want that. I want that her to slowly emerge and bit by bit her character starts to come through. And I like to have these pauses in between. Just to see, like what am I getting from her? What personality of hers is coming through? So yeah, it's really fascinating. I'm after all these years of doing this, I'm still fascinated by it. So it's really cool. I obviously have to blend in some more of the shadowing that I've done here, the shading. And this has got more of an arch than this. I'm not looking for completely symmetrical on both sides. I mean, our faces are not completely symmetrical on both, but I don't want a dramatic difference either. But it will also depend on where the hairline is and where it goes and where I have it going down. So that's going to also make a huge difference as well. So at some point, I'm just going to draw a light sketch of where the hairline is going to be and kind of take it from there. I am loving this already. I really am. It's funny because when I look at it, not on the canvas, when I see it like this on the canvas, I can't see it. But when I'm looking at my screen on my phone here as I'm videotaping this, the portal window here, actually, because it's kind of coming out of her head, it looks like hair. I just noticed that now. But that's not her hair. That is not going to be how her hair is going. At least I don't think so. Unless she tells me otherwise. Oh boy. Anyway, have a fantastic weekend, everybody. It's Friday. Make sure you do the happy dance wherever you are watching this. But yeah, make sure you take time to be creative. Take time to pause. Whatever that creativity looks for you, whether that's cooking, gardening, painting, poetry, whatever it is for you. Make sure you take time for that this weekend. It's so important. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today, everybody. Take care.